It's been 11 years since Scream 4, and the team behind Ready or Not gives a solid reintroduction to the Scream franchise with Scream. Yes, just Scream. 25 years after a streak of brutal murders shocked the quiet town of Woodsboro, California, a new killer dons the Ghostface mask and begins targeting a group of teenagers to resurrect secrets from the town's deadly past. To start with the directing, this is the first time we've had any other director other than Wes Craven directing a Scream film. Yes, we had the Scream TV series, but as far as Scream films go, this is the first time we've had anybody other than Wes Craven, and we have Tyler Gillette and Matt Bettinelli open of Radio Silence, the team behind Ready or Not, a fantastic film, and honestly, they did a wonderful job with this film. They take some wild directions, obviously with some characters' hallucinations, but I think they work within the franchise, obviously calling back to certain characters' hallucinations in Scream 3. I think they work, but honestly, I think the guys behind Ready or Not really killed it with this film. No pun intended there. They just really did a good job at reintroducing the franchise. Obviously, they took a slightly easy approach, but I think they did a good overall job. I think the story direction wasn't very risky at the end of the day, but overall it still feels like Scream and adds new elements that I as a fan want to see and also enjoy. Radio Silence delivers a solid reintroduction to the franchise that sets up an awesome world of new characters to hopefully be explored further in the new Scream 6 obviously, and hopefully Scream 7. Moving on to the cast and the characters, I truly find this ensemble to be one of my favorite groups of the entire franchise. This group is tied for my second favorite of the franchise, with Scream 4 both being behind Scream 1996's ensemble, just because that cast is absolutely amazing. But I truly enjoy everyone in this film. I think everyone does a fantastic job with the parts that they're given, but I do wish we got more from characters like Liv, Vince, and especially Wes. Moving on to the story, again, I think the direction wasn't very risky, but I think it was still handled very well. Obviously, not having Wes Craven behind this film was a really difficult task at making something that most Scream fans would enjoy at the end of the day, and I think they accomplished it. I also think the social commentary behind the elevated horror is really well woven into the film. I do like the relationship between Sam and Tara, although there is some iffy dialogue, and I should have mentioned this in the cast and characters, but I absolutely love Chad and Mindy. Moving on to the visuals, this film is easily one of the best looking in the franchise, with its crystal clear imagery and exceptional looking Ghostface. If I had to rank the visuals of the Scream franchise off the top of my head, it would probably be Scream 1 just because it's Scream 1, then 5, then 2, then 4, then 3. But I'm expecting Scream 6 to look even better as we're going to explore Ghostface around New York City, and obviously this film is having a much bigger budget, so I'm really excited to see how Scream 6 looks. But back to Scream 2022, let's move on to the score. The score is really well done and is composed by Brian Tyler. He is also doing the score for Scream 6, and once again, I'm excited because this is the first time that we have a different composer other than Marco Beltrami. Marco Beltrami is a fantastic composer. He is the guy behind the sounds of Scream, and he is truly fantastic for that. But I do think Brian Tyler is doing a great job at bringing his own unique sound to this current phase of the Scream franchise. But moving on to the final thoughts and spoilers, honestly, there's nothing really that I have to say about the spoilers other than the killer reveal I thought was overall well done. The trailer obviously spoils certain things. I do think Amber is fun. I wish we got more of her that wasn't in the trailer. I feel like she kind of comes out of nowhere, but at the end of the day, I still find the film extremely enjoyable. It was one of the most fun theater experiences that I've had, and again, this is only the second Scream film that I've seen in theaters. I saw Scream 4 in theaters. So again, it was just a great experience. I love seeing Scream in theaters. And so that's partially one of the reasons why I love this film. It's just the experience that I had with it will always be associated with this film. So I can have fun with this film no matter when I watch it. And those are my thoughts on Scream 2022. I really don't have too many complaints. I do think there's obviously some writing issues here and there, but it's nothing that hasn't been done in every other horror franchise before. So I think for Scream 2022 to make some mistakes and not be too risky isn't a total bad thing at all. I'm excited for Scream 6 because it looks like the Radio Silence team is going to go balls out with their own ideas. Scream 2022 was pulling everybody in that they needed to. Now Scream 6 looks like they're going to unleash absolute hell, and I cannot wait. But please be sure to go check out all my other reviews for the Scream franchise leading up to the release of Scream 6. I will also have a Scream 6 spoiler-free review and spoiler review, as well as Scream franchise ranked, Scream characters ranked, everything Scream coming out after the release of Scream 6. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Carter Scotland Allen, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.